The Minnesota Department of Public Safety, Division of Homeland Security and Emergency Management has provided each of the 15 Minnesota Fire Department area regions with decontamination trailers. The decontamination trailer is designed to process members of the general public at the scene of a hazardous materials incident. It can also be used in other emergencies and natural disasters. The trailer is designed to accommodate individuals on both sides. People enter a door at the rear. In the first area, they remove their clothing and place it in the clothes chute. A negative pressure ventilation system in this area can be used to remove airborne contaminants. On the other side of the first curtain is the first shower chamber. Pressing the solution button will start the shower with a soap solution. Right next to this shower is the freshwater shower. Pressing the fresh water button will provide water to rinse off the soap solution. Both showers are timed so that each person gets exactly the amount of soap and water they need for complete decontamination. Once they are rinsed, they can step into the dressing zone. Towels and Tyvek clothing are stocked on shelves. A pull-down bench allows occupants to sit as they dress. The trailer is designed to maintain the privacy of individuals inside the trailer while keeping people moving through. Both sides of the rig are equipped with slender panels to access the supply cabinets inside the dressing room. Operators can restock towels and Tyvek suits on the shelving inside the dressing area without entering. The trailer is equipped with propane heaters and in-floor heating for cold weather, as well as air conditioning. A canvas curtain separates the two decontamination areas. The canvas can be detached at one end and pulled completely back for cleaning or other uses. Once showered and changed, people exit from the door at the front of the trailer. When properly set up and managed, these decontamination trailers can process up to 60 people per hour. The decontamination trailer is designed to be pulled behind a heavy-duty truck to the area of an incident. It takes one person about 20 minutes to set up the trailer prior to use. When picking a location for the trailer, be sure to take the wind, the slope, any hazard zones or entry points into consideration. On each of the four corners is a stabilizing jack. Release each of the jacks and crank them down into position. If the trailer is parked on a firm surface like asphalt or concrete, lower jacks directly onto the pavement. If you're on a soft surface such as grass or dirt, place something hard under each jack, like this wooden block, to distribute the weight. Use the leveling bubbles on both corners of the front and on both sides to help you level the trailer front to back and side to side. The rear of the trailer should be slightly lower than the front to keep contaminated water draining toward the rear. Next, chock the wheels to make sure the trailer doesn't roll. Once the stabilizing jacks and chock blocks are in place, open the unit and set up the stairs. For the front stairs, there's a bar that needs to be released and swung to the side out of the way. Next, grab the underside of the stairs and pull them out. Flip the bottom stair down and the top stair up and over. Next, place the top step extension in place. After the front stairway is in place, pull out the handrails and secure them with the attached pin. Inside the trailer is all the equipment you'll need to set up the unit. Remove all equipment from inside the trailer and place it outside. There should be a hose to connect to a hydrant, trash barrels, and a number of other items. Next, pull out the handrail on the rear stairs and insert the attached pin to stabilize it. Then open the door and pull down the stairway. The stairway simply drops down. Legs on the bottom can be adjusted if necessary using a simple bolt system. Follow the same procedure for the front and back stairs on the other side of the trailer. Toward the rear of the trailer on each side is a small door. Clip the door open against the side of the trailer. Reach in and pull down the clothing drop chute. Trash liners are used to individually bag each person's clothing. Place the garbage cans under the chutes to collect contaminated clothing. Inside the rear door are the controls for various trailer functions. These are readout gauges for the generator. You can monitor its operation from here. You can also start or stop it here in emergencies or during long-time operations. The heat trace is the in-floor heat. Put the toggle switch in the on position. This shows if your batteries are charging properly during operation. These switches control various light groups as well as the negative air unit. The Versa Heat switch is for the water heater and should always be in the on position. Inside this control box are the fuses. If you're having difficulty with any of the lights, the negative air, or other electrical components, check to make sure the connections in this box are in place. Above the electrical control panel are the controls for the showers. Normally, during operation, the main switch should be in the auto position so that the individuals who are using them can activate the showers. Once activated, the showers are timed to provide sufficient water to complete the decontamination procedure. If the main water control switch is set to manual, from this panel the operator can turn all 4 showers off and on and control how long they run. The outside front of the trailer is where the main fuse box and transfer switch are located. Make sure the transfer switch is in the generator power position. To use the shower compartment heaters in cold weather, make sure the LP shutoff is in the open position. The curb side of the trailer is equipped with an awning system that's deployed much like any recreational vehicle. To deploy the awning and enclosure system, unlock the support bar and pull the awning out away from the trailer. Behind a door at the rear of the unit is the utility closet that contains the water heater, soap dispenser, and other controls for the shower system. The water heater is heated with propane gas piped from a tank in the rear of the trailer. The soap solution dispenser allows you to adjust the amount of soap going into the solution for the showers simply by turning the knob at the bottom. The soap we use is a basic hair and body wash that comes in 5-gallon buckets, which are stored in the utility closet. To set up the soap dispenser, you must take the hose from the soap dispenser and feed it into the 5-gallon bucket. During operation, the soap dispenser will automatically draw soap into the system and flow it out to the showers as needed. The drain down valve is located on the floor of the utility compartment just inside the door. It should be in the open position, in line with the pipe. This valve allows the operator to flush dirty water out of the system in preparation for use. The water heater isolation valve allows water to flow into the water heater and should be in the open position with the handle in line with the pipe. Close this valve to prevent dirty water from entering the water heater while you flush the system. These 4 valves on the inside wall of the utility closet allow the operator to manually override the shower compartment controls in the event the automatic controls are malfunctioning. This antifreeze pump is used exclusively for winterizing the unit. This water mixing valve regulates the temperature of the water in the showers. At the rear of the trailer, there are 4 doors. The 2 on the bottom give access to the LP, or liquid propane tank. There's a gauge behind the middle post that tells you how much propane is in the tank. There are 2 valves that need to be opened. The first one is the liquid propane valve that runs the generator. There's also a valve on the vapor line behind the post that feeds all of your accessories, like the water heater and heaters in the front of the unit. Make sure that both these valves are completely open. Then close the doors to the propane cabinet. The generator is located behind the doors of the upper rear compartment. 2 batteries are available to start the generator. They often do not retain sufficient power through the winter to start the generator, so check the charge in these batteries prior to deploying the trailer. Prior to starting up, make sure the breaker switch is off so you don't have a load on the generator when you start it. Toggle the start-stop switch up or down until the generator starts running. Let the generator run for about 30 seconds. Then turn on the breaker and close the doors. Next is water hookup. You can hook up the trailer to a hydrant system or a tanker truck. Use a standard hydrant connector with a 2.5-inch hose, or use an adapter to connect a 1 3/4-inch hose. A 1 3/4-inch hose will connect directly to the water connection at the front of the trailer. Make sure the main supply valve is turned off and the drain down valve just below it is open. Then open up the supply line at the hydrant or truck. Partially open the main water supply valve so water emerges from the drain down valve and bleeds air from the system. After just a few seconds, close the drain down valve and fully open the main water supply valve. This will fill the water heater and allow dirty water to be purged from the system. In the utility closet, open the silver pressure relief valve located on top of the water heater. When water begins to flow clean from the pressure relief tubing on the water heater, close the pressure relief valve. On the side of the water heater, about halfway up, is the control box. Make sure the black toggle switch on the side of the control box is in the up or on position. 2 gas supply valves, one red, one gray, are located under the water heater. Make sure they're open. Next, go to the control panel on the wall inside the front of the trailer. Turn on the VersaHeat toggle switch, which will start the water heater. Check back in the utility closet to verify that the blower fan is running under the water heater. Now the fresh water can be controlled automatically by depressing the solution and fresh water rinse buttons in the showers. Verify that warm water is flowing in both shower areas. On both sides at the rear of the trailer, there are 2 water connections, one for solution and one for fresh water. These exterior water connections allow for optional decontamination procedures outside the trailer. If they are to be used, remove the caps. Then connect an exterior brush and wand to each water source. The valves below each water connection control water flow. The trailer includes a 1,500-gallon holding tank for gray water. If water use exceeds this, the gray water is routed to a temporary bladder system. Just below the outside water connections are the outlets for connecting bladders. One is fed by gravity, the other by a pump. The gray water pump is located behind this panel. To activate the pump, set the switch to manual or automatic. When on the automatic setting, the pump will run automatically when there is sufficient water in the system. Use the manual setting when you want to control when the gray water is pumped. Once you've located the gray water bladder and the gray water hose and connecting pipe found in the storage tote in the trailer, attach the vent pipe to the bladder. The bladder can be connected to the trailer either through the gravity drain pipe or the pump pipe, depending on placement and application. If you have to place a bladder in an uphill location from the trailer, the bladder must be connected to the pump outlet. The decontamination trailer is now fully operational and ready for use. To shut down the unit, you will do all the setup steps in reverse. First, stop the generator by toggling the start-stop switch to the off position. Make sure you shut off the liquid and gas valves on the propane tank. Check the propane gauge to make sure you have enough propane left for the next operation. To shut off the water, turn off the flow from the hydrant or tanker. Disconnect from the hydrant to begin draining the system. Disconnect the water supply hose from the trailer. You may wish to leave trailer doors open as long as possible to dry out the shower areas inside the trailer. Disconnect the gray water bladder and arrange for pickup. Fold up the stairways and place all equipment and supplies back into the trailer. Close and latch all doors. This video has provided you with a basic overview of the setup, operation, and stowage of the decontamination trailer. Please review the manual for your trailer and mechanical systems in place prior to deploying the trailer.
Thank you for watching this video and for becoming more familiar with the Minnesota Decontamination Trailers.